Good evening to all present here. I am Dr. K. Kannan, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Cybersecurity. Today we are talking about design patterns for cloud native applications, uh, designing the cloud based applications. First of all, is the introduction to cloud native application. First of all, the cloud native application, it is a main centralized process. It is defining two mm, more activities, and what are the cloud native applications. The applications is nothing but it is designed the fully exploit of cloud capabilities. It is built with containerization and microservices for DevOps practices. Because of why we are using to cloud, because of now business analyst, we are using to cloud application. It is a main reason of this cloud. The focus on scalability and resilience and maintainability. So it is a main objective is the main of the cloud applications we have using to the Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. It is a main cloud application and platform we have using, and it is a maintainability is very complex, but it is a main reason of because of main of the business application we have using to the cloud native application. Then the cloud environment challenges. It is a distributed system is a very complexity because of main of the system. It is a send and receiver time. The distributor for all the data information is very complex, and network latency and failures is very challenges for this cloud application because of it is a latency level is very decreases, and also the failure of many of the network we have using that time, the failure we have occurrence for this cloud environment. And a resource, the particularly we have using two major resources and management and scaling. It is maintaining for this resources very difficult. So it is faced for these challenges, and data consistency across services is nothing but it is one of the main reason of we have using to data inconsistency of cloud. So this is one of the main reason. And the why design pattern of matter, it is a main reason of the proven of solution the common challenges, and some enable to consistent of approaches across the teams. The team collaboration is very important because of the main reason of cloud. It is a centralized process. We have access to all the people day by day. So it is a remotely we have access for this the time. It is a consistent approach is across some teams. So then reduce the development and the time and risk. So we have choosing to the cloud applications. Then these are the application, web application and mobile application, desktop application. So they are using two front-end applications, and API management is nothing but application programming interface and integrated services. The services is very important for this using two cloud native applications. Next one is they are using two. First one is microservices, and also key architectural patterns is containerization. So they break the application into independent services. Like each services focus on specific business capability. So we have need in microservices, and it is enabling to independent scaling and deployment. So the microservices is easy to we have using to web tier and data tier. Easily we can transfer the data, the monolithic approaches, and the microservices approaches is very important of cloud native applications. Next one is it is a focus on the containerization is the encapsulate the application with the dependencies, and encapsulate, which means it is wrapping the data a group of application we have send and receive we can easily, and ensure the consistent environment across the life cycle, and also optimize resources and utilization and portability for users in containerization. The portability means one operating system to another operating system we have using to send the data from sender to receiver. Next one is API gateway is very important. It is a single entry point for client request, and it is handle the routing, security, and rate limiting. So they are using to entry point is very important because of many of the client request from the single entry point, and we are routing is important of sending a sender to receiver, and security is rate is very limiting. So they simplify the client communication with microservices. Next one is service mesh is nothing but it is called as infrastructure layer. The service is how to communication from these devices, and easy we can manage to traffic and monitoring the and security, and enables to observability and resilience of a service mesh. And the ambassador pattern is nothing but it is a helper service the network request behalf of the consumer, and it is a enables to independent scaling and fault isolation. Next one is it is a CQRS is nothing but is a separate read and write operations. It is a automates all the models and specific tasks, and it is enables to independent scaling in the read and write time. Next one is event sourcing is like nothing but is record all changes in immutable events. We have created the audit trial and all stages we have changes, and rebuild the state and replying for this events. This is contained for data flow for this event sourcing. And the database services is nothing but the microservices own dedicated databases. It enables the loose coupling and between the service, and loose coupling, which means easily we can send and receiving time, this how to maintaining for this service, and allow the technology diversity for specific needs. Next one is circuit breaker is one of the prevents cascading failures in distributor time. Some of the failures we have occur, so the prevent easy we can maintaining for this cascading failures. And three state we have following on. First one is closed and open and half open. If you have the fail the faster when service is unavailable, so circuit breaker is very important. Next one is bulkhead. It is a isolate of resources into the speed poles and limits failure impact of specific components. So prevent some resources of some critical situation, the critical services we have need in the circuit breaker pattern. Next one is we have following a best practice and principles of the members of decentralization for the foster of team autonomy and independent service management, and also decentralized of decision making. Next one is optimize for resilience is it is easy we can recovery for this failure for design, and implement the self healing the mechanism we have introduced, and it is ensure for all the continuous availability or not easy we can recover for this optimize for resilience. And automate everything is nothing but the automation is nowadays we are using to enter life cycle we have using to automation, and infrastructure of this code it is a continuous delivery pipelines, it is automate everything. And choose the right tools we have using business we have need some of the tools we have using, and consider the scalability requirements, and evaluate the resource constraints. Next one is priority security is important of the security by design, and secure all layers and applications, and regular security audit, and continuous improvement is nothing but it is evolve the based on feedback and monitor performance metrics we have following, and it is adapt for all the changing requirements. We have modification, easily we can modify for all the application. So the continuous improvement is very important of the best practice and principles. It is a conclusion. The key patterns of summary, the architecture of the microservices and the containerization and the serverless and event-driven. It is called as architecture, and the communication is very important for this cloud applications. The API gateway and the service mesh and ambassador is called as communication, and it is a data management is nothing but the CQRS and event sourcing database per service. Those are the data easily we can maintain for this every time. And resilience is circuit breaker is not a continuity, and the bulk data we have sent that time, the using for this resilience, and retry and saga is one of the resilience. The patterns is provide and the challenges from proven the solution, the specific requirements we have need based on this constraint, and combine the pattern to create the robust architecture and evolve the patterns and the technology and needs the change. Further learning is Azure Architecture Center and AWS design patterns and CNF cloud native patterns and micro services. For this conclusion of this, the introduction to cloud applications. Thank you.